Hello everyone. In this session, we will discuss about the structure and function of Golgi complex. Golgi complex was discovered by an Italian biologist Camillo Golgi. So actually he was inventing new types of staining procedure that could help in revealing the organization of cells. So he was working with nerve cells, and in 1898 he applied a metallic stain to the nerve cells, and he discovered that a darkly stained reticular network was seen near the cell nucleus. So later he called this reticular network as Golgi complex. For this discovery he earned the Nobel Prize in 1906. But Golgi complex, while when they were found, they remained as a controversy because some believed that it was an artificial structure that was formed during the preparation of the microscopic slide. But soon that was disregarded because Golgi complex was clearly identified in unfixed freeze fractured cells. Now we will talk about the structure of Golgi complex. So Golgi complex was one of the first cell organelles that could be seen through this light microscopes, because they can be visualized, they can be selectively visualized by silver stains. So talking about their morphology, they consist of flattened disc-like membranous substance called cisternae, and this cisternae is having dilated rims and they are associated with vesicles and tubules. The cisternae, their diameters are range from 0.5 to 1.0 nanometer, and they are arranged in a stack-like manner, that is like a stack of pancakes. But these pancakes are curved at their ends, so they resemble like a shallow balls. And typically Golgi stack consists of fewer than 8 cisternae, but in other cells, in some cells we can see several thousand distinct stacks of this cisternae. In unicellular flagellates, they have more than 20 cisternae. In the case of animal cells, there are tubular connections between this cisternae and they link these stacks together. Okay, and they form a single complex that can be found near the cell nucleus, very close to the centrosome. So this localization is because of the presence of microtubules. If we are experimentally depolymerizing the microtubules, the Golgi complex or the Golgi apparatus, they will reorganize into individual stacks that will be dispersed all through the cytoplasm. In the case of most plant cells, there is several hundreds of individual Golgi stacks that are dispersed throughout the cytoplasm, and they are found adjacent to the ER exit site. So this is the cisternae, and they are arranged in a stack-like manner. So the Golgi complex, they are actually divided into multiple discrete compartments when we view them under the microscope, and it is called the cis, medial and trans compartments. So the cis compartment, that is the entry phase, and it is the closest to the ER. This cismost phase is having interconnected network of tubules, and they are called as cis Golgi network or the CGN. So CGN is actually a sorting station. It is a primary sorting station. They will distinguish between proteins that are to be shipped back to the ER and the proteins that should go to the next Golgi station. So some proteins that are ER proteins only, but they will be by mistake transported, and the CGN, they will ship them back to the ER, and the other proteins that are to be destined to other destinations and even to Golgi itself, they will go to the next Golgi station. So that is the function of CGN. So the bulk of the Golgi, that is divided into large flattened cisternae, that is cis, medial and trans cisternae. The trans compartment, that is the exit phase. Okay, if the cis compartment is the entry phase, trans compartment is the exit phase, and that will be at the opposite end of this stack. That will be little bit far from the ER. And this trans phase also, this transmost phase of the organelle is also having the network of tubules like in the cis phase, and they are called as trans Golgi network or TGN. So TGN is also a sorting station. Here proteins are segregated into different types of vesicles, and they are coated also depending upon where their destination is. That is whether they are heading to the plasma membrane or where the other intracellular destinations. So this membranous elements of the Golgi complex, they are mechanically supported by the peripheral membrane skeleton or scaffold, that is having a variety of proteins like the spectrin, ankyrin, and the actin families. So these proteins are also present in the plasma membrane skeleton. So that is how that is the mechanical support for this membranous cisternase. The Golgi scaffold is physically linked with motor proteins, and these motor proteins, they direct the movement of vesicles and tubules entering and exiting the Golgi complex. There is also another group of fibrous proteins that form the Golgi matrix, and they play a key role in the disassembly and reassembly of the Golgi complex during mitosis. The Golgi complex is not having a uniform composition throughout, that is from the end to the start they are not having a uniform composition. There is difference in composition of the membrane compartment, that is the cis to trans, there is difference in the composition, and this reflects the fact that Golgi complex is a processing plant. So the newly synthesized proteins from the ER, the secretory and the lysosomal proteins, all these will come from ER and enter the Golgi in the cis phase, and as they pass through the different compartments of the Golgi complex, they will get modified and they will get destined to the destinations of the proteins. In the next section we will discuss the functions of Golgi apparatus.